Dun, dun, dun. We
There
are
we go.
live. Hello.
Yay.
Hello, ladies. Hi.
How's it going?
I should really post this on social media, but you know, this year was just like, how are we like mid-Jan already?
I know.
Like,
I
don't
know.
understand it.
It's
But
good. We're halfway through the January blues.
halfway through the January blues. I like that. That's way more positive than me being like, oh my god, how are we already through January? But hello. This is the first YouTube live of 2026, and we're one short of our girl gang. Kate is a busy bee, but she's messaging and she sends everyone viewing and us their love. So let's start with introductions. Sam, if you want to go first, what are you wearing? What are you drinking?
Oh yeah. Hi, I'm Sam. I am wearing my birth year Amiga constellation because it was rounded on the side. Yeah, I wore it a lot in November for my birthday, and then I didn't wear it for a little while. And now I'm back wearing it.
Spectacular event, by the way.
Oh, I loved it. And I'm underwater, a bit boring, but you know, January hydration and all that stuff.
Wait, are you actually doing dry January?
No. I just thought I'd, just go easy. So
need a little break from December.
Yeah. It was just last week, so yeah. Not so bad.
Shari, introduce yourself.
Hello, I'm Shari, and I'm wearing Casio, little yellow one, and I'm drinking water also because I've got a stonking headache. But hey, I don't have January blues though. I'm actually quite chipper for January.
Okay.
Yay!
We'll do that. We'll go with that. Yeah.
I did post a dry white wine January the other day, and it's like on my stories, it just got loads of like likes and so I was like, yeah, okay.
I love it. People on Instagram, like you can put so much effort into a post sometimes, and it get like 3 likes.
Yeah.
You post something as ridiculous as like, dry white wine January, and it's like everyone loves it.
Yeah. There's just no rhyme or reason for it, but yeah. That and dogs.
What are you wearing, Lizzie?
So I am wearing the Mr. Jones Watches collaboration with Eleanor Dazelle. I think I'm saying her name right. It's basically the everything is fine, everything is effed. And
I love it.
Basically has a cat on it, and the hands are like a gasoline stock-filled bottle. Like whatever. I love their collaborations, and yeah, when I saw they had another cat collaboration, obviously I was going to purchase it. Yeah, especially when it's got like profanities on it. So we've holding down the fort for everybody.
Oh, that looks good.
I've just had a stout. Starting off with a stout. I think it's one of my leftover Christmas beers. So for Christmas, because I'm a beer pack subscriber, so we get our standard like Christmas beers, and then a bunch of us from the society put on like an advent calendar, like a self-generated advent calendar. There were 17 of us this year, but because I was kind of like under the weather a little bit, like not really ill, but not ill. I hate that in between for like 3 weeks. It was really annoying. So I didn't actually drink that much over Christmas. So I have a little bit spare. So I was like, stouty boy. But I'm on the Primitivo Puglia from...
Oh, that sounds nice.
It's really good. It's one of my favorites.
I do like a red wine.
I'm a Vivino person. I will spend 10 minutes in the wine aisle Vivinoing everything.
Yeah. I did that. Went to Spain over Christmas and was in a Spanish supermarket Vivinoing because they're like €2, and you're like, am I going to like this for €2? But yeah, and thankfully it did tell me some of them. It was like, no, avoid this one, and then the other ones are fine.
I feel like when you're in a European country like Italy, France, like you go to any supermarket and anything that's around about €5 is gonna be good wine.
Yeah. It's a €1 wine that's a bit.
Draw the line at €1. Hello, everyone in the chat. Hi. Victoria in the house who does not recommend dry January. Fair.
Yeah.
More the dry wine January for sure.
Yeah.
Good evening and happy New Year, Gareth. Hi.
Hello. Gareth sent a few questions through as well.
Okay, you got those. Cool. We will work through those. At what point throughout January is it okay to just stop saying Happy New Year? Like, when do you stop saying it?
Someone said to me this Monday.
Yeah.
This Monday.
But, I mean, the other thing I did think I went to write an email today, and I thought I was going to say, like, I hope your year's off to a good start. So it's not like Happy New Year. It's just like, okay. Yeah.
I don't
recognise it.
Oh, the 14th.
Yeah.
Right?
Oh, I just wondered what date it was. The 14th.
14th. Yeah.
Yeah, we're sailing through.
Matt under the cuff. Being his very suave self. Well done. You all look spectacular. This is mostly because we had a little panicked group chat beforehand. And I was like, I'm just going to quickly put some makeup on and quickly do my hair. And it was a bit of a rush to get this. So.
Big fab.
Yeah.
No.
Not drunk at all. Well, I saw him. Matt's not drunk at all.
No, are you drunk at all? No, I'm not drunk. Are you drunk, Matt? Is anyone in the group chat drunk? I'm aware that some people aren't from the UK, so that might be different.
Ask Sam about the wine. Oh, sorry, Peter's put a question.
Oh, Mark Hackman, I love that message. Jones grabs it when we first came out last year.
Nicely done.
Literally, yeah. Good choice. Good choice.
I don't know what Peter's comment is.
I'm working my way down.
Sorry.
Ask Sam about the wine she bought her sister for her birthday.
I don't know that.
What wine were you supposed to bring some wine?
I vaguely remember a story about you buying your sister some wine, but I can't think what it is.
Did you end up
Neither
drinking?
can I
think you ended up drinking it, didn't you?
Oh, I mean, that's quite possible. That wasn't this year. That wasn't last year. That might have been a few years ago.
Peter, tell us the details. Because obviously Sam probably drank the wine and forgot about it.
I don't remember that. I think that might have been on a show. I feel like it might have been on a show. Yeah. Okay. She drank it before she gave it to her. I mean, that sounds about right. Yeah.
She drank it before you gave it to her. Confirmation. Yeah. Maybe that wasn't. Maybe that was a
Good
little
job.
bit further away.
Good job. My sister doesn't watch these shows.
Yeah. Wait, did you replace it before?
Yeah, I would have done.
Okay.
Jeff's in the chat.
Hey, Jeff.
He's just received we sent a Jeff. We sent a Planet Ocean over to the States.
Oh, nice.
Very nice. Congratulations. You chose well with your sourcing. And with your watch as well, Planet Ocean. I love the Planet Ocean, but because I have a smaller wrist, it doesn't sit as well as I would want it to. Like, I wish they made a Planet Ocean small.
Yeah.
Like the Planet Ocean be.
They do like a baby play craft, don't they?
Like a Planet Lake or something.
A Planet Puddle.
Planet Puddle. That's a bit small. Maybe that's like kids' version. Like somewhere in between. An ocean and a puddle.
Pond, yeah, Planet Pond.
Planet Pond. Can you imagine? That will probably be like the next Amiga Swatch collaboration.
Yeah.
Yeah.
For sure.
I can see that.
Let us know in the group chat if you're drinking, what are you drinking? If you're wearing a watch, hopefully you are, because you're supposed to be watch nerds.
Yeah.
What you're wearing. So this is going to be a pretty chilled show. Chatting a little bit about last year. We are already 2 weeks into 2026, but as this is our first video, we haven't actually done a full roundup of 2025 yet. So maybe pick out our highs and our lows of last year, and then maybe what we kind of expect from this year. And then there's a couple of events going on this year, which maybe we might want to highlight and talk about. And then I put a little questionnaire out on Instagram, so we do have some questions to go through as well. So let's have a look. So drinking wine and buying watches, always a good pairing. For sure.
Yeah. Online shopping after a glass of wine is always easier.
Highly recommend. I've gotten really bad at having a few drinks and then just sitting on Vinted. And then I'm like, oh, suddenly I've got like 5 parcels turn up.
I love Vinted.
Peter, waiting for a cup of tea. How very British of you, Peter.
Yeah.
I have a friend who has never owned a luxury watch before and wants to buy himself a Speedmaster Professional. Any recommendations?
Do it.
Absolutely.
Basically. I mean, it always comes down to the Hesalite Sapphire sandwich question dilemma. Are either of you in any one camp?
Yeah.
I
Maybe,
think like
definitely a question for another day, because I think so many people are on the fence about it, and not just like personally, but specifically within the Speedmaster like range.
Yeah.
But there are
I like a sapphire sandwich
out there.
Yeah. So many.
Sam, can you recommend any like vintage ones? Have you had any come through the shop?
Loads.
Yeah, just service.
Loads. I've got a 1968 one in at the moment, which is gorgeous, Ed White. But that might not be the best like first luxury watch. But yeah, I think I like a sapphire sandwich because it's like scratch resistant on the front as opposed to a Hesalite, and then exhibition case back, so at least you can see the movement, which I think if you're getting a luxury watch would be nice. You know, first luxury watch would be nice to see the movement. So
yeah,
would be my recommendation. Actually, there are some like reduced sizes as well. Some people say Speedmaster is a little bit too big, but there's some reduced versions around. Yeah.
Mark Hackman has a little bit of advice on that. With Speedmaster, buy a chocolate sapphire. What's the chocolate sapphire? A little different and underappreciated, so it goes for a good price.
Oh, I don't know that. Okay, I'll have to look that up.
Yeah.
What's the
chocolate sapphire?
I've never heard of that. Is he having us on? I don't know. I never know. I never know. That probably doesn't entirely answer the question, but there are a lot of options out there. So I think, the Hesalite Sapphire debate needs to be like maybe the first question.
Oh, it's sorry to interrupt.
Go on. Google.
I googled brown dial. Very dark brown chocolate.
But is it patinaed or is it?
No, it's like a dark brown dial.
Oh, nice. Yeah. Okay, I like that.
Andrew, I just wish Omega only put AR coating on the inside, as it scratches quite easily and somewhat detracts from having sapphire. Pros and cons.
Yeah.
I think there's pros and cons to that one.
Yeah.
Mark Hackman is wearing an Adventurine Bel Canto, which is gorgeous, by the way. And I do send it to you ladies as well for you two guys to appreciate now I have it back. So
yeah. I was going to kind of just as a little loop then for like best watches from last year, the Lumiere Bel Canto.
Yes.
I think that I had that one.
Yeah, let's go with that. Let's Sam, what's one of your top watches from last year then? The Lumiere.
I think it was just a really good year for Christopher Ward in general. The Lumiere was really good. Oh my god, I actually wrote down quite a lot. Yeah, I think I'll probably just kind of start with that, and then I think other things come into my head. Oh, yeah. Otherwise I could be here for a while. Too many favorites.
I feel like I can't look at the Lumiere and not think of Tron.
Oh
god, what was that? Oh my god. What was the game show on Netflix?
Squid Game.
Squid Game.
Yeah.
It's between Tron and Squid Game. But
okay.
Yeah, it was a very good year for Christopher Ward. They threw
out Loco as well.
Watches last year.
Yeah, and they're still chucking out like the £900 like easy to buy dive watches and stuff like that as well. So a good year for Christopher Ward.
Yeah. Did we find it a bit too many?
Yeah. Like another week, another one. But hey, if they can, kind of keep up with production and get the watches out there, then yeah, go for it.
Yeah.
So, keep the excitement going.
I've like on my channel, like I've never been shy about being kind of a Christopher Ward fangirl. But last year I was kind of exhausted with the amount of releases that they had. They were all they were good. They were really good releases, but they threw out so many so often. I felt like I almost couldn't get excited about one before a new one was already released, and then that kind of got pushed, and then the next one came out, and then that kind of got pushed as well.
Yeah.
I feel like I appreciate.
I did really like.
Sorry.
Yeah, I did really like the Stone Dial release. I thought that was cool. Yeah.
Yeah.
I think my favorite was probably the Fears and Studio Underdog collabs. I think they were really fun, and I like the vibe behind them. I feel like I think they gelled well together. I did like them.
Yeah, agreed. And I think how they released them as well was quite good. It's like, if you're in was it some online, some if you're at Wind Up, some in person, stuff like that. So
do you think they'll do something for this year's what's it called? British Watchmakers.
That was one of the questions, so we'll come to that one.
Oh, sorry.
No.
I didn't read the brief.
Secret questions. So we might as well go on to it if we're already talking about it. So Sophie Scott Art said, what dream brand collaborations would you like to see this British Watchmakers Day? So along those same lines, British watchmaker collaborations. Obviously, two very British watch brands, Studio Underdog and Fears. They released the gimlet at the last year's one, which we have here.
Yeah, I love it.
Which I'm a huge fan of. Definitely one of my highlights of last year again, I think I would say.
Yeah. What about a Studio Underdog Roger Smith?
Oh.
I mean, they've done Loza, so
yeah, true. True.
It could work.
I think it could work.
It could work. I think if anyone can make it work and market it in a fun way, it's Studio Underdog.
Yeah. Oh yeah. Sarah don't do really any collabs, do they?
No.
I think they release a fair amount of watches, but I don't really think I've seen many collabs for them.
That might be good.
Are you working it this year?
Me?
Sam, as a guest?
I haven't heard anything yet.
Because the guys were there, weren't they, last year? Like as working it.
I've seen a list of events, Time and Tide events for the next couple of months, and it's on the list, but not necessarily for me to work yet.
No, of course. I just wondered.
So I'll be there. Well,
it was the donut cases last year, wasn't it?
Yeah, that's it.
Yeah.
And donuts. And I think last year, did they have a pre-party? I think they had a gimlet.
They had an after party.
They had an after party last year.
But it was more for exhibitors rather than people.
Yeah.
Hello.
So, we're literally just answering your question right now, Sophie. So welcome. Collaborations. So Ben has said, what about Studio Underdog and Christopher Ward? I kind of want to see other brands do collaborations. Like I've seen a lot from Christopher Ward, and I have seen a lot from Studio Underdog. And I love the playfulness of them. I want to see kind of other brands do it.
Yeah, they did the pocket watch.
I was going to say, didn't they just do the pocket watch? Yeah.
What other British brands?
Of Christopher Ward and Studio Underdog. She's had enough.
What other British brands we got? Vertex. Something like Vertex and Elliot Brown bringing out like a real special forces military watch.
What Elliot Brown and a fun watch
Yeah.
brand,
We
you
used
know.
to sell those, and then they took them away.
Oh no.
They sell.
They
They don't. I don't think they sell into retail anymore. So
No, they took
yeah.
they took them pretty much completely out of retail. So
yeah.
they're
One
mostly
minute they
direct.
were there, the next minute they were gone.
Oh. No.
Honestly, literally, it was like, oh, we don't sell them anymore. Okay.
Oh.
Came and collected
No.
them.
Yeah. So yeah, maybe a bit more of that. I think
Fair
what other
enough.
brands exhibit. Should get the brand.
Apia do the alternative casings that are carbon fiber. What's it called? 3D printed. So titanium. Sorry, titanium 3D printed. So they have very interesting case designs, and obviously they've done a collaboration with the dial artist before, but like them collaborating with someone like Boken or Vertex would be cool. It's a very different aesthetic.
Yeah. Actually, that was like, I don't want to go on too much of a tangent, but that was one of my like things for this year that I'd like to see is like more fun cases. You know, like the Toledano and Chan case, the Anoma case. Like, that'd be quite nice to see more of.
Yeah. Peter says, what about Isotope and Studio Underdog?
Yeah.
I love Studio Underdog, and I love that they're different, but I want to see other brands do it, like Isotope and someone else.
Yeah.
Like, because like there's so many brilliant brands out there. It would be really nice to see other people getting creative and maybe step outside of their standard box.
Yeah.
Isotope do that really well. So like an Isotope and Apia with the the titanium 3D printing.
Yeah.
Could be interesting.
That'd be cool. Andrew's child said an Anne Ordain collab.
An Anne Ordain collaboration. I mean they could, but if you're looking for an enamel dial collaboration, you'll be waiting a while.
It's true. I think it's 3-year wait on an Anne Ordain at the moment.
Is it?
5?
Wow.
Yeah, it's 2029 or something now, I think.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. They've obviously stepped away from a lot of marketing and a lot of events for that reason. They're very aware that people are on the wait list, so they're not gonna want to throw a collaboration to the front of that in terms of like the enameling, because there's people that are waiting for years, and obviously they're on the wait list, so they're happy to do it. But obviously they have the porcelain dials and they do have their fabric dials as well, so they can produce alternatives to the enameling, which
that makes sense. Yeah, interesting. So,
Isotope and Clemens. Now that would be a cool collaboration, I think. So Clemens, like I feel like they need more hype than they get. Like I really like their watches. I like what they're doing. I like the play with colors, but not too out there with them.
Yeah, I think I can picture them.
What they do this year.
I'm not sure who they are. Have a look.
Yeah, I can kind of picture them. I think Faisal has one.
Oh, does he?
Yeah, I think I can picture that one.
We'll find out this month when they announce the special edition. So yes, so British watchmakers this year obviously have special edition special edition releases, which I think they're announcing literally the end of this month. So maybe we do another show next month and be like, okay, let's talk about British watchmakers. It is the biggest watch show of the year in the UK, I think.
So. Yeah, especially that celebration of British watches. It's cool. I love it, and then the energy in the room is always so lovely. Like people are excited. Yeah, should be fun.
It's always a really
good.
No, I got the girlies. So it's the weekend, isn't it?
Okay,
I'll go next year.
Is that who we can hear? Can we hear the girls in the background?
Yeah, they're upstairs. I've locked them in a room. I haven't really.
Love it.
I haven't really.
Mum's busy. Go away. To be fair, they probably shot themselves. Like quick.
So sweet. Actually, somebody messaged me saying they got the early ticket because they were worried that brands would like release their watches early and they'd miss out. But I guess for anyone watching that hasn't been before, because Peter says he's not been before, I think the way, especially like the like say Studio Underdog did it, was that, so I think this year they've got 3 sessions and the brands hold back their watches for each session.
Yeah,
That's the
they
way I
gave them out.
understand it.
Yeah,
So don't worry if you've got an afternoon session you think, oh god, I'm not going to be able to get like one of the limited edition watches. I think they hold watches back per session.
Yeah, they've done that with every show that they've released a special edition at. Like they have an allotted number for each session, so it's not like you have to have this particular time slot.
Yeah,
No.
I think it's good. I think Richard handles their customers and handles like people who are just looking to resell really, really well.
Yeah, agreed.
Call him out.
Yeah, I love it. Yeah, on like the stories when he says like delete their orders, cancel their orders, doesn't seem to be reselling. So, yeah.
Lisa, do you think Anne Ordain would collab with Paulin? That would be epic. I'm pretty sure they did one there. Yeah. So when they officially merged like 2 or 3 years ago, they released a watch together. So they've already done that, but I think another one would be very cool. Especially now they're in the new studio together. So yeah.
There's creative vibes just like rubbing off on each other.
I mean, everything was kind of produced by the same people anyway, but they were classed as separate entities, and they had that Paulin was a very different aesthetic before they merged. So yeah, now it's just everyone within each department is a lot closer together, so it feels more teamy.
Ah, that's nice.
Yeah, everyone's a little bit closer, which is really nice.
Cool.
Bremont could use some positive vibes, maybe a collab with someone fun.
Who would they collab with though?
Bremont are obviously quite military in terms of their aesthetics. Like again, I think they would need something fun or something different, and they don't really have anything that's like dressy military. Like a smart,
like the say like the broadsword, is that kind of a bit fieldy?
Yeah,
they do have. I'm trying to think. I should know this.
I guess like some of the pilots' watches are a bit.
Yeah. And obviously, like they've changed hands recently, so I think more recently, but so their aesthetics have changed.
Yeah, they have. I think they're bringing them back a bit.
Oh, don't. Yeah, I was actually sure I was going to say, I think 2 years ago, I think they took like a really bad turn. And then I think last year they kind of pulled it back.
Yeah. And I think they needed something a bit out. They need something a bit out there. They need to do something.
Yeah.
And take the right steps to.
They need to like just throw some events, get us along,
Get us Instagram. It would be great.
Get some good publicity out there, like you say. Yeah.
Okay, so I guess following on from that, the British Watchmakers Day, like, are there any other events this year that you guys are really looking forward to, or looking forward to seeing what comes out of it?
The hands-on horology, Oracle Times hands-on horology. I thought that was good last year. That was their first show last year, so I think they're doing it again. And then that's, I think so, yeah. So it was in June last year, and like the venue was really good. It had loads of natural light. They had a good few brands as well. So it was like British brands, and then they had like other international brands, big ones, little ones. Yeah, that was good, I thought.
Yeah. To see what comes out.
Yeah. And are there any others?
Yeah, I agree. The British were like, the hands-on horology last year was the natural light. The venue's so good.
Yeah.
You guys know, like, literally everyone watching will have been into an event space or a meetup space or a retailer, and it's like I can't see the watch properly, like in natural light. but their venue was so good. Like you could actually take pictures and then look like how they look in person.
Yeah,
really good. And that they're split between multiple different brands in one room, and then maybe slightly higher end in the other room. I think was really good, and having like a little break for people that are exhibiting as well. Like there was a little break in between the two sessions.
Okay, that's good. Yeah.
Yeah, it was there exhibiting.
Oh, did you?
Yeah.
Yeah.
In my head, I was like, I don't remember walking around with Lucy, and then I was like, okay,
sadly, I didn't get to run around, but there were a lot of really cool brands there, and that little break was really helpful because I actually got to sit down and like scoff some food, whereas normally I'm just like, I think I've had like a cheese string and 10 bottles of water at most.
It's hard work. Yeah. That's hard work.
Strong bladder. I'm all right.
So much talking as well.
Yeah.
That's why I drink so much water. Like if you're at an event and you see me and I'm like downing bottles of water, it's because I'm talking so much. I'll leave at the end of the day and be like, I can't talk to anyone.
Yeah. No. Yeah.
Barry White on the way home.
Yeah. I've had a few Tire and Tide events like that where I'm just like, because I don't actually tend to carry around water with me. Like at the event, I'll just put a bottle on the side and I'll nip over and get some, and then I forget. And then just from an energy point of view, I'll like get home and I was like, I have no words left. Like there's nothing.
3 to 5 working years to get that social battery back.
Yeah.
I'm still not again. Gareth Curtis, I will do Prague again. Yes. Shout out to Gareth. So I was at the stand in Prague, and he bought me a coffee and the most delicious, I think it was a raspberry filled croissant, and it was like, it was bigger than my head. This thing was huge.
I think I saw the picture.
Delicious. It was literally amazing. It was so good. And again, like, because I was on my own there, I needed caffeine and I needed sugar. Thank you. Huge shout out. Well done. Huge shout out. Victoria, Hands on Horizon was really good. It was well laid out, great space, and it was the hottest weekend so far. Didn't feel muggy.
I was thinking that actually, like I remember it being in the middle of summer, but I don't remember being hot in there.
Yeah.
So yeah.
I thought it might feel like a greenhouse with all those windows, but it didn't.
Yeah. Yeah. So that worked.
So speaking of events.
Yeah.
So Casio a wee little event in Wales later this year.
Yeah.
And I'm super excited to go because it sounds epic.
So
go on, Shari.
I have some other people going as well. So there's the guys from G-Shock. So the Mr. G-Shock, I can't remember his name, the one that does all the videos for their, goes off and does all the exploring. And so he's going. I think his name's Warren. I will need to know that. And then Mad Watch Collector, yourself, Matt, Watch Yourself, George. So George and his partner, and then me and Sam. Not that Sam. You can come if you want, Sam.
I'll just be sat on the side eating sandwiches.
Well, that's my plan, but I've got to do it because Millie, the Casio representative, is like, you need to come. But I'm absolutely
getting out of it.
I don't like heights, and I don't like caves. So we're going in a mine.
So talk like with like what it entails.
So basically, I don't actually know. So the guys from Casio going, this is the first time they've ever done anything like this before. And Millie comes to me and she goes, I think you're really fun and I think we can do something and I think we should get some people together and let's go and do something really G-Shock kind of coded. So I was like, yeah, okay, cool. You know me. I'm like, yeah, okay, let's do it. I'll do anything. I will. And then it's like, right, I've got some options for you. One was like, like a boot camp. And I was actually like, no, I can't do that because
she saw you at the paddle game, right?
No. There's this thing where if I get told what to do, I don't want to do it. And if someone shouts at me and tells me what to do, I'm like, nope, not doing that. See ya. Don't you talk to me like that. I'm going. So I thought, no, boot camp probably wouldn't be my best idea. So then there was another option. I can't remember what that was, but I was a bit like, no. So this was kind of like, the way she sold it to me is she was like, it will be really funny because you'll just be pure entertainment for everyone else. And I was like, okay, that's true. I'm gonna like slam into a wall or something. But have you ever seen me on a roller coaster?
Bridget Jones. Was it like Bridget
Yeah,
Jones
I mean, I am kind of Bridget Jones.
So all I know about this is we're going caving. We're going down into some mines.
Yeah.
Climbing?
I don't know. Hang on.
I feel like this is worse than a boot camp because this is going to be a little like army-esque, like Tough Mudder vibes.
Claustrophobic.
No.
I've been caving before in Budapest and it was amazing. Like, I'm so psyched for this. It's insane.
Well, you know, that's why I invited you, because I know that I can just hide. And like my Sam, so my sister-in-law, she's also pretty feisty. So she'll just be like, Shari, just do it. And I'll be like, okay, I'll do it. I'll probably cry.
I'll be gently coaxing and Sam will be like, get in there. You've basically got a boot camp instructor with you. So
yeah, she tells me what to do. And I just go, okay.
Just think of it for the gram. Think of the wrist shots. Think of it for the gram.
Yeah.
Memories.
Yeah.
Think of it for the wine afterwards.
Like,
someone's put a glass of wine at the end.
Paddle was so entertaining. We were terrible at it.
I didn't go with you, but I loved my paddle session.
It was like we were the naughty kids at the back of the bus. Like,
yeah.
But we were pure entertainment. Okay?
Absolutely.
Pure entertainment for sure. We were 100% favorites. I bet.
Oh. I was in a paddle session with Emily, Secret Diary of a Watch Girl. So there was like, there's no like, she was business. She was like,
God, no.
Yeah,
like sometimes I want to be good at something, and then I'm like, I just accept that I'm not good at something, and just keep going anyway.
Yeah, you know? I mean, I kind of switched off toward the end. I got tired.
The moment the instructor left and me and Tim Bow were like, let's just have a little game between us, I was really good. I was like, why?
Yeah.
Like, I always was just like, excuse me, instructor, like, I can do it. I swear. I can keep the ball in my court.
Oh, well, that's the thing. I kept getting really excited. What's that?
He was taking shots for me. So when it was my go, he was like, do you want me to do this for you? I was like, yeah, go on then. You can do it.
Yeah. I got so excited about hitting the ball that I kept hitting it out of the court. I was like, I'm going to hit it. Yeah,
that's what Lucy did.
Yeah.
I was too aggressive. I was like hitting people in courts three courts down.
Yeah.
I was like, sorry.
They need to have a roof on the. Yeah, they need a roof.
They need a roof. I like that. Yeah, I'd be very good then, I'm sure.
Yeah.
But
that was your problem. You didn't have a roof.
I didn't have a roof. Yeah, that was clearly my problem. So when it comes back in my face, I'll have learnt a lesson. But with this G-Shock thing, it sounds just so much fun. Such a cool experience. Such a cool experience. Like, obviously, I'm a bit of a fitness person, or I try to be. So, like, I'm really looking forward to it. But you've just put a little giveaway, a little.
I have three spaces left. And it's basically the day and lunch is all included. You just need to be able to get to Wales because and what was I going to say? Oh yeah, you just need to tell me your Casio G-Shock, any story about why it would be your favorite Casio, or why you would like to come along, or any adventures that you've been on. So yeah, put them in the comments. I'll pick the best one.
Yeah,
and then we can give it a share on Instagram as well.
One of those gateways that like everybody starts with a Casio. Everyone has a Casio in their collection. You can start with it, or it's something that you possess like further down. I've got like 7, so Like, I think everyone has one, so everyone must have like a Casio story.
Yeah, and then we've got some little goodie bags as well for everybody on the day that we're putting together. I'll try and I'll sneak you on, Sam.
Yeah, I mean, I'm tempted. When is it? June. No.
19th of February.
Oh. I mean, now like I didn't fancy it, but now you've said a bit more about it. I'm like, oh.
Honestly, it sounds so much fun. And if even if you're not good at it, it's going to be hella entertaining.
All right, let me have a little think. I mean, I wouldn't want to take someone's, I might apply for the giveaway.
No, I could probably sneak. I can sneak you in.
Who wouldn't want this Who wouldn't want this trio there together? Like, you think me and Shari together is bad? This.
Yeah. Okay. All right. Let me have a little think. Cool.
It will be amazing. So yeah, guys, like head over to Shari's page, pop your Casio story in there. It is UK only.
Yeah. Unless you want to fly.
Press that. Unless you can get over to the UK or happen to be over here, I guess.
Yeah, I'm not having anything to do with that. I can't afford to pay for people's flights.
Honestly, people can probably get there quicker than I can, like across country. But
yeah. I mean, I don't even know how I'm getting there. I'm hoping Sam's going to drive me.
That's a February problem.
That's a Shari February problem. Last time I drove myself to Wales, I got horrifically lost.
Yeah.
Too many sheep.
Yeah, that was a lot
of fun.
No, it should be good. So, yeah, have a little look. If you fancy it, drop me a little comment and I will
come join us and have some fun.
Yeah.
Okay.
You don't have to be good at it. You don't have to, you don't have to be super fit. Like I will be a little bit competitive, but
yeah, you probably need to not be claustrophobic because I'm not quite sure how. Or like she said something, so I was okay, and then she said something about doing a free fall. Now I don't know what that means, but as soon as I kind of heard that, I was like, huh?
Free fall?
Yeah, is it into water?
I hope bloody not.
I hope it's not into water. Like,
no, I don't.
I'll go down in the mines and the caves, but I will not go in water.
No, I'm okay in water. I like water. I've had this conversation with a friend. Yeah. I'm like, I actually like water. I'd be okay if it was water.
I don't like water that you can't see through. And I
have fish in it
unless I've got bare feet.
No.
And then it's gross.
Yeah.
My feet are basically like, nope.
Yeah, a bit like that. Yeah.
I watch a lot of nature documentaries, so I know, like, I know what's in these bodies of water. Okay,
it's best if you don't know. It's best if you just don't think about it. You know, it's like anything. What we don't know.
I want to be one of these cool people that like goes surfing, goes paddleboarding and stuff, and I'm just like, no, because it's gross.
Yeah.
I love surfing. I took my kids out to body surf. They flipping love it.
Oh.
Hands and dogs. Hi, Julian.
He goes bloody diving.
He does go bloody diving. Have you seen the color of his, like, the water that he goes in? It's beautiful.
Yeah. Stony Cove though. I live near Stony Cove. Go there all the time, don't you?
Hello.
Hello, new people joining. Hello. Oh, sorry, I've missed a few. What about Isotope and Mr. Jones? Oh, okay, sorry, back to the collaboration. Quick one. Isotope and Mr. Jones would be good.
Yeah.
Yeah,
I like that. I like that.
But would it be a Mr. Jones one, or would it be Isotope, Mr. Jones, and an artist that they work with?
Yeah, that'd be cool.
Yeah. There are no crocodiles in Wales. True, but there is a lot of germs and bacteria. So
I don't know. Probably more in London, let's be honest.
Yeah.
So you don't see me in the Thames.
Just going on the tube.
Okay. Let's go. Next question. Okay. So, average watches. Legend, by the way. If you haven't checked out his stuff, go check it out.
Yeah.
What else do you geek out about as much as you geek out about watches? Shari.
Oh man, I'm the biggest geek.
I went to you first.
I geek out about video games, movies, books, anime, Lego. That's it, I think.
Oh,
Films.
Films, I said films, specifically horror, or like, I quite like a Japanese. I'm not saying anymore.
She likes
Anyway,
anime.
I like anime, yeah. Next.
I feel like that people might get the wrong impression. Just, anime's great.
Yeah, like I watched a really, really cute one the other day called Sasume. It was so cute. I found myself loving a chair. If you've seen it, you'll get it. But it's just really cute.
Loving a chair.
Yeah. So basically, it's hard to explain, but the chair was a person. It's anime, so the chair was a person. The girl meets the person. He is some kind of like world protector, and the god was a piece of stone, and he got turned into a cat, and the cat turned the guy into a chair. But like he was still him, but he was a chair. Oh my god! And yeah, they like fell in love, and he became a person again because she saved the world. Yeah. Move on.
I feel this is a weird one. Sam, can you beat that?
I can't compete with like I feel like the most boring person ever. Like I just
I like watches.
I get a little bit like kind of geeky obsessed is like true crime on Netflix. So like I just in the background I just love it. I just can't get enough of it. And then like I love 24 Hours in Police Custody on Channel 4. And then I've like finished it all, and then I get really annoyed because I go and check if there's any new ones and there aren't, and then I'm like, oh. And then I realise there's like the equivalent on Channel 5. So now I'm just like trying to get like watch all of the it's like Police Custody or something like that on Channel 5. And it's that's probably about it.
That's good.
No, I mean,
True crime's great.
Yeah, but I go to my parents and they put like Emmerdale on. I'm like, this is so traumatic. I'm like, I'd rather watch true crime than watch Emmerdale. I was like, this is horrible. Why is everyone shouting at each other? And they were so mean.
It's so funny. Like I don't really like horror films. I'm not a huge fan of like horror, especially gory, like the gory kind of horror. But give me a serial killer documentary on Netflix, even a true crime adaptation of it, like the Dharma thing. What was that recent one with Ted? Wasn't Ted?
Oh, yeah. Oh,
Holly Hannon in it. It was so good on Netflix.
Yeah.
But like stuff like that fascinates me.
But I find that scarier because it's real. Like I know no ghost is going to come and sit at my table, but flipping Jeffrey Dahmer might eat me. Well, he won't eat me because I'm not a man, but you know, like that's scarier than a horror movie.
To me, I don't know why.
Yeah,
to me,
it's fascinating. Yeah,
it's genuinely fascinating. But I grew up on CSI.
Oh, I do like CSI.
So like that was my childhood.
Yeah, I guess that's like the psychology behind it, isn't it? Whereas like gore is just like it's filmed for gore and it's filmed to like scare you. It's not behind it's not like the psychology is so much behind it. So yeah.
Thank you for justifying it for me, Sam.
Yeah. I'm not getting any ideas or anything like that. But,
Okay, next question. We should talk watches.
Thank
you very much for your question, average watch.
You didn't do your extra nerdy.
My nerdy things.
Yeah.
I nerd out about Lord of the Rings.
Yeah.
And shit TV shows, like probably more of the supernatural kind of things.
So, I love supernatural.
I grew up on like Charmed and Supernatural, and I mean, my name is Lucy, the Watchbox Diaries, based off the Vampire Diaries. So that should give you a glimpse into the dark humor that is me. I also like books. I nerd out about books quite a lot. I can just, if I'm reading and Matt comes to talk to me, I just give him the look and he's like, okay, I'll leave. Good. Thank you very much.
No. Aww.
But no, I'm still very much a nerd about watches and I'm not bored of them yet. So
Yeah.
good balance, I think.
Yeah. It takes up a lot of brain space. So, yeah.
Cool. So under the cuff,
Love it.
Matt, how would you get more women into horology/watches?
I think there's a lot more women coming anyway. Like it's boomed. I
Yeah.
definitely think compared even to last year, there's so many more women now.
Yeah. Because you're seeing them come into the store, I guess, on a more regular basis.
Yeah. Coming into store, there's more.
It's like a noticeable change in how many women are coming into the Francis and Go.
Yeah, and buying like all the parcels that go out. It's a lot of women's smaller watches as well. Hang on a second.
Yeah, I've noticed it like for those who don't know, do a couple of shifts at Time and Tide and get them, more kind of women come in. You're still getting a lot of men that are like, oh, I wish my wife was into watches. But you are getting more women. One lady, like the husband was into watches and he was like, well, she's decided she's ready for her first watch. And then she came in and bought two, like mechanical, and not even small watches, like mid-sized mechanical watches. I was like, yes. And some lady came in, like, well, a guy and a girl. I sort of said to them both, like, oh, you know, do you need any help? And he was like, oh, I don't really know about watches. She's the one into watches. And so I was chatting to her for a bit, and then she tried one on, and she took off like a vintage, like Rolex Submariner, and I was like, that's cool. Yeah. So actually, in terms of the question, what could you do? I think like for women to ideally feel comfortable, but to like go into stores and try watches on and to try as much on as you can. And it's only by handling them do you kind of learn about them and you learn what you do and don't like and kind of expand your knowledge, I think, a bit.
I agree. I think making it more accessible and more less intimidating, because I feel like there's so much content out there that is quite in depth, and this is something I personally found, obviously, when I first started my Instagram and YouTube. Like, there's a lot of information out there that's pretty heavy going in terms of watches, and that can put people off. Like, that can put women off. So, like, some of the feedback that I've had, which is like really just I've taken to heart, is thank you for like making watches accessible and watch information accessible. It's not overly complicated, which is great. Because when you're first starting out, you don't know all of the words, you don't know all of the complications or the brands, or you know, the
reference numbers. They're like, oh, well, you could compare it to a 165 never 9.2, and you're like, oh yeah, that one, yeah, cool.
Honestly, I think that's a male thing. References, like reference numbers and like film references, they seem to just be able to recite.
Yeah.
I can't do that, apart from my Grand Seiko. It's pretty much the only reference that I know.
I work with them and have no idea. Like, I kind of know some of them, but not. I know like the beginning, so I'll know that a specific one is a certain brand, but we sell so many brands. I'm like, I don't bloody know what that is.
I was looking up Hamilton the other day, and the model reference engraved on the Hamilton caseback is different to the movement reference on the Hamilton website. And I was like, okay, cool, thanks for that. They start off the same and then they change.
Well, we don't even have to write them down anymore. We scan everything in, because every watch we sell now, we have to register online for the customer.
Oh wow!
Say that we've sold it, so it's like you don't even just write your guarantee card out. So you're not writing out anything. It's all done online for you. So that people
you're not even having to write anything down or actually look at any particular reference numbers.
No, it's
the whole
just
process anyway.
Scan, done.
That's cool.
It's harder, but then also, like, again, it's less important unless you're looking for a particular reference.
Yeah,
like, you don't need to be able to recite everything. I'm however many years in, and I don't recite reference numbers.
Although I did have I had an example of a lovely client, but he wanted me to sell a watch for him, and so he is a Breitling. So he sent me like the really long reference, which includes like the dial color and the strap. And he was like, yeah, there's like one online for like 7,000, and I was like £7,000, and I was like, yeah, but if you shorten the reference number, then it also shows the other dial variants in the other like strap colors, and then actually the average is around like 4,500, 5,000. So he was just using the whole reference number and be like, yeah, it's worth like £2,000 more. It's like, no, sorry, you just got to shorten it. We got there.
Yeah, like I think that conversation, like that little conversation there, shows that like you don't need to know everything to be into watches, so it's a lot less intimidating going into it. And like as Victoria said, brands could do with more female ambassadors. Like, I think there's a lot more brands now that have female representatives and female employees. Like the CEOs that are female with the watch industry, there's, you know, marketing and accounts and creative directors.
Oh yeah.
There's so many highlights of females within the watch industry now, and I feel like they're finally getting the recognition that they deserve.
Yeah. Sorry. I think it is getting better year on year. And I think the brands are doing better with the marketing, like unisex watches. I think I said before, like Fears have always been really good at it. Like if it's a new watch, they'll photograph it on a man's wrist, there's a female's wrist, or there are brands like Tudor where the wrist is kind of like, it's not overly hairy, it's not overly feminine, and it like either like so I think that's really good. They are getting a bit better.
I think so. Yeah. So I hope that answers the question. Very quick one. Roscoe, good evening, ladies. Found this live through Russ, the Mad Watch Collector. Legend. Hope you're having a nice evening, enjoying the chat. Hi, welcome.
Thanks.
This is like pretty. Let me say, this is pretty chill for us.
No.
Try and bring it back to watches. So Thomas said, I think Emily Marsden is doing a great job representing women and watches from a fun journalistic standpoint with her YouTube channel. Her recent interview with Simon Brett was really good.
Yeah.
I agree.
Yeah. She definitely leans more into the technical side of things. I kind of but it's amazing that her brain works like that and she's kind of picked up on it. And
I do feel like she's seeing it from a journalistic point of view, but it's great that her brain works that way, and like she's holding her own for sure, and it's really nice to see female representative in that area.
Yeah,
sure. And also she's just really sweet and really nice.
Yeah.
Did you see she found her watch?
Yeah, I did.
Yeah.
So for anyone watching, like she had her watch stolen like 6 months ago, and it finally got back to her, which you never hear happening.
Yeah, I think someone spotted it on an eBay listing or something, wasn't it?
Yeah.
But they'd over polished it. Like, Well, she had a personal engraving, and they tried to polish out the personal engraving. I think.
Yeah.
Why would you do that? I guess maybe to try and get rid of the evidence. But...
Yeah.
Identified. Okay. Next question. So, watch wear. Wow, that was difficult to say. Anything you guys are looking? Oh, okay. Anything you guys are looking forward to seeing at British Watchmakers Day in March? British Watchmakers Day.
Oh,
over to you because I'm not going.
You're not coming?
No, I told you that earlier.
No, I've clearly just removed it from my memory.
It out.
Yeah, I'm going to say people. I just enjoy seeing people on the day.
It's a really good people event.
Yeah.
Like at least last year they managed it a lot better in terms of the amount of people through the door, because the year before that I couldn't get to. I got to about 2 stands.
Yeah.
And I was wading through people. Like
I think. So yeah, I think last year was 2 sessions, and I think this year's 3 sessions. So I think that will
cool.
spread it out a bit more as well.
Pretty good. Like splitting it up is a good idea. because people will just stand around, hang around, and mingle. But then
we all just have a chat, don't we?
Yeah.
We ended up doing that for like that the year before last. Like we couldn't get to see the watches, and obviously I was there for content. I'm like, cool. I can't get content because I can't get to the
Out the way. Yeah.
So yeah, like we all end up just chatting away, and you know, Roger Smith was next to us, and we were like,
"Hi, Rog. Hi, Rog."
Just a teeny bit of fangirling, you know.
Well, Kate's really good friends with him, isn't she?
I mean, I don't tell me I'm not friends. I kind of know him enough to be like, I think he knows me.
Yeah. I don't know.
I know. I came up with I don't want to share it on here because I might still like try and sell it to someone. I came up with an idea for like a watch complication, and I pitched it to Roger, and he said it's actually quite easy to do. So if you see it and a Roger Smith anytime soon,
I'm calling it. I'm like, sorry, that was Sam's idea. Where's her money? Thank you very much. We can split it and get a house together. Thanks.
Yeah. So I'm gonna try that.
We need a holiday. Thanks.
Yeah. I had a couple of questions as well that sent over to me.
Of course, go for it.
One. Okay, one that might have to leave to the end. This one I quite like. It's from Gareth as well. Who would each of you like to collaborate with on a watch?
Okay, I have to wait for your help.
Like if we were to design a watch, either with a brand or with another person and a brand.
Me?
Oh, okay.
Other than all of us together designing a watch, which is
we have discussed this, and I think it would be an epic idea. I just think we would only sell 4.
3.
Kate would obviously be involved.
Actually, I'm going to tie this in with another question because then it kind of 2 birds with 1 stone. Jason from Bramley's asked if you could design the perfect daily luxury watch, what are your non-negotiables? Date, no date, bracelet, strap. So I guess if we could collaborate with someone on a watch, and then like what would it maybe look like?
Mine would be a V&F.
Okay.
They're literally like the most unique, and I'm a fangirl. I'm such a fangirl of them, and the way that they like show time in a completely abstract perspective. And for me, I barely set the date on my watch as it is, so time complication and maybe like interchangeable straps, because I like to match my strap with my outfit or my outfit with my strap.
Yeah,
so
that makes sense.
I'm probably the easiest. Yeah. MB&F, time only.
Yeah. So MB&F, I loved it. I've always said I've loved the Flying T legacy machines. I feel like I don't know if they stopped making that. I feel like everything new from them is just probably not more like less of my style now. But
animals that don't look like the animals that they're supposed to look.
And like I'm not a massive fan of a skeleton dial. So I'd probably say less of a skeleton dial. I don't know. I could say what people would do. Actually, no, I did think of an answer. Actually, I did actually prepare. Like Francesca Grima, like a kind of Grima style, like vintage style.
Mm-hmm.
That would be quite cool. But then that wouldn't be an everyday watch. That would be like a jewellery,
a special one. Yeah. I love her. I told her. I like fangirl over her. I'm like, I love you.
She's too cool. She's so cool.
I'm like, and she's talking to me.
Oh, she looked at my story. Oh my god, she knows who I am.
Yeah. I'm sad I didn't meet her and experience this, but I am also.
Have you not? Have you not met her?
Oh, you'd love her. She's really cool. She's like really cool.
Really cool. Turn up in like my cord dungarees and be like, "Hey guys."
No, she doesn't judge.
Yeah.
No, I mean, like I know she
just doesn't
outwardly anyway.
Yeah, not cool. Looking so uncool would just be typically me. So.
Oh, whatever. You're cool.
Yeah. Wow. Yeah. We have to get some like newbie 20-year-old, girls into the watch industry, and we're like the cool older sisters.
Quick,
Little bunnies.
sorry, ladies. We brought you in here basically just to try and keep us hip.
Yeah.
Like, shut up,
Actually,
Lucy.
yeah.
No one is hip anymore.
But there's like Scarlett. Scarlett always makes me feel really uncool as well.
That's really cool as
Every
well.
time. Every time I see it, I'm like, God damn it. How?
Yeah.
This is cool, lady.
Sorry, Shari, your turn.
Yeah. Who do you
Oh,
might?
Do you know, I was thinking if you asked me this last year, I probably would have had a completely different answer. I've always been a bit of a Seiko fangirl, so I probably would have maybe done or a Hamilton. I've always really liked that kind of Hamilton look, brown strap, whatever. But now I'm actually a little bit digging Casio. So maybe I'll do a collab with them.
Love that.
Kind of
Like a
thing.
really colourful, fun watch. That's what I would do.
I can see that with you.
Yeah. Cheap and cheerful like me.
Oh.
It's Casio, but it's affordable.
Yeah. But yeah, you can get like a custom dial.
everyone.
You can get like an anime painting or something on the dial.
Yeah.
Oh my god, if they did it, I think they've done. I don't know who's Seiko did. I want a Totoro watch. That would be really cute.
I was just about to say, have they not done a Totoro watch yet?
No.
Casio,
Maybe a
Totoro
Pokemon
watch.
one.
Because 100% every anime nerd will eat that up.
Yeah. I mean,
Put it
it
out
would be
there.
great.
Who's the brand that I recently found that did the PlayStation watch?
Oh, I think I have seen that.
Where is it? I can't remember the brand. I'd never heard of them before, and Matt sent it to me, and I was like, how have I never come across this watch before? But basically, it's a very short window, very small quantities, but it was like PlayStation. I think it was like £600 or something.
Yeah.
No, it's going to take me forever to go back through our chat because we just send each other so many watches back and forth.
Google it. PlayStation watch.
Yeah, maybe that's the smart. That's a smart idea. I mean, he sent me a pigeon bag, so I'm not even kidding.
Oh, Anacorn, was it?
Look at that pigeon bag. Gee, thanks, babe. Love that.
I think it's like Anacorn.
Oh yeah, it is. Yes, Anacorn.
Yeah.
Yes, yeah.
Oh, that's quite cute. That's the one I was picturing, actually.
Can we sort
Yeah.
Yes.
Oh
God. Okay, then.
Cool.
And they've done. So they do like the odd, like small quantity pieces, but they've done a couple of different PlayStation ones for their 30th anniversary. NASA, Tokyo Game Show, Drawbridge, like Apple and the Worm. Like,
okay.
Just if you want to nerd out. Oh, this is the one. So, the video game Death Stranding.
Oh yeah.
It's like a handcuff. Their ring terminal, but as a ring, literally as a ring. So,
oh my god, do you know what we got the other day? Because the guy that orders
would be so cool.
that is cool. The guy that orders our Casio ordered 10 of each Casio ring because he thought that they were watches.
Oh, the ring watches.
Wait, you've got the Casio ring watches in?
Yeah, 10 of each colour. So he thought that they were watches and he was like, oh, they're a good price. So he bought them and when they came, they got little tiny boxes. And we were like, what the hell is that?
No, people like Scarlett. I think Scarlett and like wears on. So yeah, it's gonna be cool.
Well,
yeah.
We've got loads, guys.
Yeah. How much are they?
£80, £90, something like that.
Yeah, I'm going to be messaging you after this about that.
Okay.
Yeah, they're cool.
I have really skinny fingers. Like I point this out on my videos. I have spade hands. So my hands are massive, but I have really skinny fingers. So like big
I
rings.
didn't have a proper look at them, but I think they go quite small.
I think they have like is it in a plastic insert in between in the middle though?
I'll have a look
Like how you
tomorrow.
size it. Yeah.
Yeah, I'll look tomorrow. I can't remember.
I love the Casio ring watch. If you need any, you should definitely purchase them through Shari. Please and thank you very much.
Yes.
Adam, hashtag Team Pigeon.
Team Pigeon.
Oh.
Yeah, this is the type of the weird stuff you get. To be fair though, he did send me a dinosaur one.
Cool.
And I really wanted it. It was like a little T-Rex bag, and it was it was just really cool. I would 100% rock that. And then I meet it's Christina, and she would just be like, "You do you, boo."
It's cool.
There'll be no judgment verbally, but I'm pretty sure the eyes would give it away.
I love it.
Did you get any more questions, Sam?
Okay. So that's kind of 2 with 1 stone. And then I guess, well, I'm not saying to end it, but predictions. Well, one was from at Mr. Auto Chrono, which is the lovely Serge from Time and Tide, who we just like love. Between him and Barney, I keep playing them off each other, saying like one's like, oh, you're my favorite, or you're nearly my favorite, you're nearly my favorite. Like, make me another cup of tea. Anyway,
I've got to go. My shopping's coming.
Oh yeah,
it's coming early. It's coming in 4 minutes.
Okay,
I'm so sorry.
Go and spend 4 minutes preparing for your shopping.
Yeah.
Shari, thank you very much for being here.
That's okay. Thanks for having me. I'll see you later. I don't know how to go. How do I go? I've never done this before.
Basically kick you out.
I'll kick you out. Wait, how do I kick you out?
I don't know.
Remove from stage.
Oh wait.
Remove Shari. Goodbye, Shari.
Guess
All right. Come on then. Let's go.
So predictions for the watch industry for 2026, or what do you want to see?
I've literally just done a YouTube video about this. So if anyone wants me to go in more detail about it, head over to my YouTube channel, because there's a list of my wants. Because I'm so bad at predictions. Like there's YouTubers out there that are like 20 predictions. Like, no, I can't do that. Like,
I think there needs to be what do you want to see, isn't it? I guess.
Exactly. So I did like a watch industry wants list. My main one is, I think, I want to see more variety, like in case design from the 1920s, like the Art Deco era, and as I said in the video, like specifically the 50s to the 70s era. The watch industry played with case design, lug design so well, and there was so much variety within those ranges, you know, from size, from lugs to shape, to stepped cases, to entirely different case shapes.
Yeah,
it's so incredible to see. And I feel like these days everything not everything looks the same, but
a lot,
maybe because there's more brands out there, I don't know, but everything kind of looks similar. So I want to see a lot more variety in terms of case sizings, case designs, case shapes. If you want to keep it round and you want to keep it in with the rest of your collection, great. Maybe change it up with the lug design, or bring something a little bit different to it. Each year, like Watches and Wonders occurs, and I'm bored. I'm just bored. There's very few that I look at and I'm like, yes, they're doing something different. They're trying something different. Like they're bringing something unique. So okay, that's my little rant.
I think cases is my thing. I think like it is expensive for brands. Like it's easy, like just to do a different dial. Whereas it's really expensive to do like a new case, and then leads to like from working at Bremont, like okay, now that doesn't fit. Now that doesn't fit. But like brands need to do it. They need to. I think like going back to say about like vintage designs. I was really impressed this year with the Frederick Constant Manchetti. Is there like, yes? And at the Time and Tide Frederick Constant event, there were so many men trying it on, and the lady from from Frederick Constant, she was wearing 2, like doubling it up, and so yeah, I think case design is a big thing. I have that on my list as well. You get a picture of it.
The Manchetti. Yeah, I'm just trying to get one up.
Yeah, I think Cartier.
They're classic.
Yeah.
Their classic on the bracelet was a really cool new addition.
Oh, okay. I don't know if I can picture that now. Maybe.
That?
Yeah. Actually, Frederick Constant, I thought I kind of overlooked it a little bit, and then at the event, getting hands on with so many of them, I was like, yeah, they're doing really well. The prices of them are amazing.
Yeah. I can't get but yeah, classics Manchetti look really cool, and they're £1,600.
Yeah.
So
yeah, our quartz, but they're still, they can wear quartz. That's fine.
But
yeah.
if you look at a classic Cartier tank, and I understand that is Cartier, but that's what, $3,000 now?
Yeah.
I mean, that's still quartz, and that's on a strap. This is like full bracelet. So if you kind of want like a modern version of a vintage piece,
it's great. And they're stone dials as well. I think it's like a malachite dial.
Very pretty.
Yeah. My other want was more kind of off the back of a good year for Christopher Ward. It's more like price accessible complications. Christopher Ward have shown that you can put a jump hour in a watch, you can make a watch chime, like the loco, playing around with the movement. So I think it's kind of putting pressure on other brands to start making more kind of complications at an accessible price. So that'd be nice.
I do think people need to understand that Christopher Ward now is not a smaller brand. It's not a micro brand. They are a bigger brand now. They're I don't want to say pumping out watches, but they produce so many more than they did even just a few years ago. So their production is huge. So they're in a better place to offer those complications at a lower price, and they're fantastic, absolutely 100%, like so much more accessible than some of the bigger brands. But please don't expect those smaller micro brands to be able to producing these that level yet. But definitely think more variety in terms of complications at a more accessible price point is a very good, it's a good want for the year. As long as people don't have high expectations.
The other thing, other than Time and Christopher Ward at Time and Tide, Christopher Ward are still what do you call it? Selling they don't have any retail partners, so they're selling their prices. I think they advertise it 3 times cost or something like that. Whereas the likes of Tudor are having to sell to retailers, the markup's so much different. So I
mean, they're still selling them at such a good price for them.
I
think their margin is, and this is not insider information at all, but I think their margins are lower than other companies.
Yeah,
have a bit more of an accessible price point, I think. Don't quote me on it.
Yeah, they're chucking them out there, but that'd be good to see.
Through
my list, I think that's
those kind of watches. So
actually, the only other thing on my list I had as a 2026 is the Breitling bringing out more Universal Genève and then Gallet watches as well. So that could be one to watch.
Yes, because they've just taken them over, haven't they? So we should see some Gallet coming through. Just very quickly, obviously, we won't keep everyone too much longer, but under the cuff.
Is this the Tudor?
Tudor 100th anniversary this year. Yeah. Maybe they'll blow us away with an incredible new model for us to appreciate, a new material, maybe. What do we think Tudor are going to do this year? What would we like Tudor to do this year?
I think in terms of just what's the word I'm looking for? Easy to market, what everyone kind of would like, that's not necessarily special, is like a Black Bay 58 chrono. I think people love the chronos, but they're too big. So like a slim down chrono. What I would like to see from like a special is like something, I know the Land Dweller's not that well loved, but something that's on the dressier side, because people don't, I think like everyone loves Tudor dive watches. The Ranger has been good as well, but there's nothing on like the dressier side that people get excited about from Tudor. So if there's something that kind of bridges that a little bit. Precious, but like metals and materials, I don't think I'm that. They've done the ceramics, they've done bronze and gold. I don't think people are that excited about that.
Steel's a good way to go to continue.
Yeah. What do you think?
I would love to see them release like a new Prince, like a Tudor Prince.
Yeah.
Along like the vintage, the slightly more dressy aesthetic.
Yeah.
Updated Prince would be great, I think.
Yeah.
And keeping the sizing, maybe releasing it in 2 sizings.
Yeah. I think with the Ranger they've done well.
Something more classic, as in this is like the originals, 32, 34 to 36. You know, back in the 1920s, like back when the Tudor Prince was released, like it would have been a smaller size.
Yeah.
Having maybe like a 39mm version of it as well.
Yeah.
I think might be a good option. But
yeah.
we need to do something different because, well, yeah, maybe I just wasn't a fan of the flamingo situation and the shiny release of last year, but it was something different. So.
Yeah. The lagoon, the bezel on the lagoon's too shiny for me. But
so I thought it was shiny in the pictures, and then I saw it in person. I was like, no, no. Like we joked before. I think we went into a Breitling. I can't remember the watch that we were trying on, but it had such a mirror finish to it. We literally put off.
It was on the moon phase.
Yeah,
the Breitling with the moon phase. You can see your face on it.
Yeah, like when I'm looking at the time, I don't need to see my face that close up. Like,
yeah, especially that angle, isn't it? Like,
you know, when you turn your camera on, it's accidentally in selfie mode, and you just get 5 chins. And
I don't want that. Every time I look at my
definition, you're like, cool. This is exactly what I wanted. It's basically like that every time you look at your wrist and look at the time. So I'm not about that life.
Yeah, I'm really sorry if anyone in the comments has got one. I mean, the dial's gorgeous on it.
For me personally, I think that's an entirely personal preference.
Yeah. And also, if you don't think you're going to scratch your watch, like that bezel's fine. But for people that think they might scratch their bezel, then
I would not be safe with that.
Yeah.
They have the 1926 model range, which coincidentally aligns with that anniversary. So maybe a fancy version of the 1926 line for Tudor. That would be good.
That makes sense.
I think there's quite a few anniversaries this year.
Yeah, I saw an article pop up, but I hadn't got around to reading it.
Someone better than me created a video of all the anniversaries, or an article about all the anniversaries that are occurring this year. So last one. A number of the larger brands seem to be trying to elevate their brands simply by raising their prices, but not giving the consumer anything more for it, not even on the quality of finishing. Do we think that's tied to the cost of producing them? Or do you think that is connected to brands thinking if they price higher, people will think they're worth more?
I think it's a post-COVID boom where they were selling so many watches in 2020 that, like, oh my god, like I think they could use the excuse that the cost of materials went up, but then I think they just got greedy and put the prices up too high. And then one brand, I don't know if it's JLC, someone told me the other day one brand has actually dropped their prices back down, but like that nearly never happens. So like once you put your prices up, you're only just going to keep putting it up. So I think that's my kind of theory behind it.
Agreed. Yeah, barely ever happens.
Yeah, and gold price has gone up as well, so that kind of doesn't help.
Pressure. If there's anyone else in the chat that has a question, drop us it now before we head off.
Yeah.
Yeah. It's been so nice to have you here. What's okay?
Thank you.
In terms of like your business, so the Watch Concierge service, what's been some of the best watches that you've managed to get hands on to sell? Like, what have been some of your favorites that you've changed hands with?
Last year, like the big ones were the Lange 1815 chronograph that sold at the end of last year. That was nice. And I got 4 Moritz Grossmans in. I've sold 3. There's still 1. So I did a lot of, like, years ago, I did a lot of work with Moritz Grossman. So I'm very familiar with them. I love the brand. If you're not familiar with them, like, look them up. Like, I try to, like, I write a description for each watch I sell, and I was like running out of room. I was just writing so much about it. So I was like, and there's like enamel dials, and there's heat treated hands that aren't blue. They stop before they get to blue, so they're like this purple color heat treated hands. And there's a function on the movement where you can stop the second hand like perfectly. And yeah, so big fan of Moritz Grossman. Just weird. I love the variety. I think that's the main thing about watch concierge. Like, there's £200 watches, there's £20,000 watches, there's vintage watches, brand new ones. And then just for anyone that's watching that is like a client, I deal with the nicest people. Like, I'm so lucky. Everyone is so nice. Like, I just dropped a watch off of a chap on Monday, and it's his like 60th birthday, and then like I went to go and meet him in this bar, and he was with his wife and his friend had flown over from Madrid, and I was like sat next to him just to like show him the watch. His friend was like, I fly all the way over from Madrid and you're more excited about this watch than me. So cute. And then he sent me a photo of it the next day. He'd like gone to Madrid. And, yeah,
I love that.
So my little rant.
Like, we have a group, like, for everyone watching, like, we have a group chat, obviously a group chat, because everyone has group chats. But like, when Sam deals with one of her clients, so she sells a watch, like, we get all the running commentary, which we adore. And like, it's always so positive. She's like, oh my god, I love them. Oh my god, I love doing this for them. Like, I'm so excited about this. And she's like, this is like full Sam hype right now, but like, Sam, you do, like, you love what you do and you're enthusiastic about it, and like nothing's too small. Like, no event is too small for you. You just like you're so excited about everything, and like I love you. I love what you do, and I'm always like hyping you up to everybody and everyone watching. Like, if you are looking for a watch, obviously speak to my girl. Thank you very much.
Thank you. Yeah, no, I would say that like the idea of the watch concierge services is like it's anything as well. So I had someone like last year that sold the watch themselves but couldn't ship it, so it was like for me to go collect it and like repairs. I've got 40 watchmakers on my servicing list, so it's like, right, okay, if you've got that repair, go there. And then I've just seen the question from Roscoe. Best way of getting into industry.
Yes. So Roscoe, what's the best way of getting into the watch industry? I'd love to, but not really sure where to start. Not really wanting to do sales as such, because I'm more hands-on, if that makes sense.
I mean, it depends on where in the country you're based, or if you want to move for work.
In the world.
The world is your oyster. There's just so many options. Actually, I was chatting to someone the other day about SEO analytics, because I don't understand it. And I've got some blog posts on my website. And one of them is like the best jobs in the watch industry, and it's like my most viewed blog post because people obviously put it in. So I'll direct you there if you like. And it's just, there's so many jobs that you just you might not even be aware of. So yeah, watchmaker sales, marketing, even like HR and accounts and stuff like that, or events. And but I would say to start with, contact the brands. Just like get yourself out there, be proactive. There are recruitment agents out there, jewellery stylist Jolyn Marshall and Jackson Maine are off the top of my head. Get chatting to people. I hope that helps.
Yeah, obviously
get in touch with me.
Narrow down what you want to do within the industry. Obviously, it doesn't have to be. You clearly know you're not really a massive fan of the sales side of things, but yeah, narrow down like what you do want to do and get into contact with the brands. Yeah.
And I'd even say, like, I'm not really a salesperson. I hate the idea of like sales targets. But if working in a shop, talking to clients, getting hands on with watches, like gets you started, then, you know, for 12 months to have that experience to then be able to move on is probably not a bad thing.
Obviously, like you have, I guess you kind of have to click, or you would like to click with the company that you're working with, but
yeah, so many options. Anyway, cool.
I hope it helped. Yeah, brilliant. Thanks very much. Much appreciated. Cool. Well, we're going to end it there. Thank you very much, everyone, for tuning in, and welcome to 2026.
Yay!
We'll try and do a little bit more often, and I will try and get some more lives in this year. That is my aim. Obviously, I love these. This has kind of actually been a bit more educational than our standard chaotic mashups, but yeah, we'll have at least one, I think, women talking watches and other wonderful things, maybe once a month. And then I'm looking to get more into interviews, very casual interviews, because I'm very casual. But
good.
Yeah, I think a few more lives. So thank you very much for everyone tuning in. Sam, thank you very much for being
Thanks
here.
for having me.
Hyper. Where
What's
can
that?
people find you?
Oh yeah, so Sam at Time in Our Hands on Instagram. That links through to my business Instagram account at Watch Concierge Services, and then there's links on there to the website as well. Or I do occasionally work at Time and Tide in Oxford Circus. So if you're in London, pop in. If I'm not there, the guys are just so wonderful and friendly. So
100%. Yeah, I'm always raving about the Time and Tide studio in London.
Yeah, it's cool. It's not work. Like, I get paid to stand around talking about watches. It's great. Yeah.
Perfect. Right. With that, we will bid you a farewell and tune in again soon. See you guys.
Thanks. Bye.